Well, good morning, YouTube. I have good news. I got the call. That's right. I got the call from Carolina Powertrain. The second drive unit that we needed to change from 411 to 355 gear ratio is ready for me to go get. So we're jumping in the excursion and we are hauling butt over to Asheville so we can get it changed out. So last night we loaded up the rear end into the excursion so we can get a good early start this morning. And when I say an early start, I mean 10 a.m. Yeah, a little later than I wanted to get out of here, but it is what it is. Let's get on the road. Guys, it is about 12:30 in the afternoon and we just arrived here at Carolina Powertrain. Definitely a much smaller shop than I thought it would be, but this is a satellite. Their main location is actually over in Charlotte, so this smaller location is just how they service everything here in the Asheville area, and that's why they had to build my rear end at Charlotte and then ship it over here for me to come pick up. So I'm sure that's a much larger facility there. All right, guys, they got the old one out of the truck. Got a neat little boom system on their forklift, so even though we're parked out in front of a dock height door, he was able to just reach in there, pick it up, and pull it back out. I forgot to take the yoke off of it, so he's gonna go ahead and swap that out for me, put the yoke under the new one, or maybe just gonna hand it back to me. I don't really know, but he's gonna take it off because I'm gonna need the yoke that I already had on it. So a few more minutes, we should get the new one loaded in. All right, guys, we're just sitting here and waiting. JR was trying to put that yoke back onto the new unit and he's having a little bit of trouble getting it to fit. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, so at this point we're just kind of hanging out and waiting. Also, I figured while I was here I'd have them see if they had the temp sensors and the vents, and they did have one of the vents, but they're having trouble getting a hold of the sensor as well, so it must be some type of a national back order type thing. Also, they had the U-joints that I needed in stock for the mini drive shaft that goes between the two drives and the one that connects to the main yoke on the power divider input. So we're going to replace all of those because I had them in stock and we're grabbing them here. Guys, well, it is 10 minutes till 2 o'clock, so yeah, I've been there almost an hour and a half. The trouble with the yoke not going, I guess that the yoke is bottoming out and it's not actually pulling tight against that pinion, so he thinks that maybe there was like an update change or a new style on that pinion gear that was put in there. So he's trying to get a hold of the actual builder and find out whether there's a spacer or something that he needs. Not quite exactly sure on it, but it makes sense to me, I guess. So it's going to be a little bit till he gets it figured out. So like I said, I'm starving. It's almost 2 o'clock and I really haven't eaten anything but a Lara bar today. So I am going to go grab some lunch and I'm going to go ahead and head over to Northern Tool. Remember, I've got that oil pump that needs to be returned, and the Northern Tool is only about 1.5 miles down the road. So that's what we're going to do while we're waiting. Well, guys, I really wanted to stop and eat lunch first, but I arrived here at the Northern Tool way before I passed anything that looked appetizing to me. So we're going to go ahead and get this done first, and then we'll eat. Well, guys, I got that pump returned, and I walked around the store, of course, did some more shopping, but look what I found. I don't know if anybody remembers these Lincoln Logs. I used to play with these all the time when I was a little kid. I can't believe how expensive they are. That little can was $39. but I thought maybe Grayson would like them. If he enjoys them as much as I did as a kid, it might be some good time. So I figured I'd pick them up for him for Christmas. Well, more bad news. I went and got my lunch and I come back over here and he did confirm that there is a spacer needed to assemble that yoke onto the pinion, and he doesn't have it here. His other store over in Charlotte has it, so he won't get it here till tomorrow morning. So that leaves me driving back home still without my rear end and having to come back in another day or two to pick it up. But it's all paid for. They've got the core, he's got the yoke, he's gonna have it all assembled for me. It just sucks. I got to make one more extra trip, but you know, it's not his fault. It's just one of those things that, you know, he didn't know exactly what yoke I had on there, and he says it's only about 1 out of every 30 that needs this spacer, and there's no way to know until I got here with that. So kind of sucks, but it's getting late in the day. It's a little bit after 4 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the road, start headed back to Murphy. Well, before I get on the interstate, I'm gonna have to stop and get some fuel because I'm running quite low. Got fuel lights on. Need a sunspot. Snow, if you've never run these maps, you got all that blue, so you got.
For some guys, it's the best way to go. I just got to manage my money to retire at 30. Well, I guess it's too late for that.
All right, guys, it's about 6:30 and I am back at home. As you can see, it looks like Michaela's out here hanging some more Christmas lights up over here in the shop and across the front of her house. Didn't get a lot of footage on the way home, obviously, because it came dark. You see there for a little while, it was rough driving west into that sun. Could barely see anything. There was a good half hour that the sun was either directly in my eyes, straight ahead, or it was coming in from the side through the trees, and then it was like a strobe light flashing in my face. Definitely the wrong time of day to be heading west. But anyway, guys, I know we got to make another trip out to Asheville to get this whenever it's ready. But for today, we're going to go ahead and close this video. I think that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time I see you, keep those engines running.